Hey guys, it's me again, and welcome to another exciting episode of Solving Autism's Puzzle. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's actually gonna be just another episode where I get to talk about my personal experiences with autism and how I believe people should view people with autism involving that sort of subject. Now, I apo- I apologize in advance if I seem if I if I seem if I seem a little distracted or if or if I'm a little slow today. It's mostly because I got this bad. Well, it's actually not that bad. I just have this little ear infection, but I'll be all right. You guys don't need to worry about that. But something I haven't really touched upon with solving autism's puzzle is basically what types of entertainment should you expose someone with autism with, and it's really a it's really a kind of it's really a kind of subject that not a lot of people take into account, cons- considering how entertainment as a whole can be able to shape how we ourselves evolve as people. And I believe that with that if people with autism are exposed to the right entertainment as well, I believe that they might be able to have the skill to be able to be to be able to to be able to try to be able to understand be able to understand what life is like as a whole. Now, there's now with with most things in life, has but entertainment is a double-edged sword. It has it has some good to it and it has some bad to it. Now, with as long as entertainment is sort of clean and it does provide it does provide some education, and I'm not saying that all entertainment needs to provide education, but it needs to be something that need that needs some sort of building block for people to understand what's going on in terms of how this piece of entertainment portrays itself or the world. Now, now I know that in this day and age, TV and movies are becoming more obsolete, especially now since we have YouTube. But I kind of feel that as long as we still have movies and TV, I think we should still try to be more careful as to as to how as to how as to what we're exposed to. And I'm not saying that you should just go ahead and go watch TV or go see the movies all the time because really that's not a very productive lifestyle. But what I'm trying to get across is if you do watch TV or if you do watch the movies, try to inform yourself what what's to be expected from each of those movies or TV shows and what you need to do to and evaluate if they're good enough to watch or if they're at all watchable. Now, you've guys heard me talk about Mysterious Mr. Enter. He's he's been he's been making that fact pretty much apparent ever since he first came to YouTube. And at first, I kind of checked out his channel because to be honest, I really don't like modern SpongeBob. I just don't Because with most of the episodes in modern SpongeBob, I just really don't like the fact that the writer, the, the new writers of SpongeBob don't seem to be able to connect everything in modern episodes to classic episodes. And when they do remember anything from the classic episodes, it's usually for filler and stuff, and that's really a very that's really an unproductive way to be able to be to be able to put time into your episodes. And and that's the thing. You need to and that's something that that I like you guys to pay attention to when you're trying to show a movie or a TV show to someone with autism. Try to be able to look at effort. Now I'm not saying that all kids TV shows are bad. Kids TV shows or movies are bad. After all, I heard the new movie Inside Out was pretty good, and I hope to see that sometime in the future. But there also can be some there also can be some kind of lack of movies that have kind of a lack of effort, and I'm gonna get an earful from my family for this, but I kind of don't like Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, at first I thought it was pretty enjoyable because of all the comedy, but it just didn't seem like it was made to be a movie. It just seemed more like it was it should be more formatted for a TV show, and that's pretty obvious considering Gennady Tartakovsky directed it. But but also I really love Toy Story, considering how as a kid I used to watch the original Toy Story movies, and when I saw the third Toy Story, it really hit me deep with its message towards college students. Considering how it reminded me that I should cherish every moment. I should cherish every moment that I've had as a child, because that could be taken away from me pretty soon, and if there's nothing left for me to go back on, then, well, you know. Plus, something else that I might want to talk about involving entertainment is that sometimes you might you might come across something that's obviously trying to pander to a specific demographic and doesn't try to challenge what you already knew. For example, iCarly for a good solid season was trying to be able to reach the lives of people who are just now experiencing the technological age of stuff like YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. But after a while, its message started to rot, and it kind of got to a point where it just now started to pander to teenagers instead of trying to be able to challenge them or try to entertain them to begin with. And please ignore that sound. That's me just playing with a piece of tinfoil from my gum. But anyway, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, Greg, how does entertainment correlate to how a person with autism learns out in the real world? Now, the answer to this is pretty obvious, because I know there's going to be a lot of people who use different types of media to be able to teach children how to be able to learn different things. For example, I remember I used to watch Sesame Street as a kid. I used to watch Dora Explorer. I used to watch the Power Rangers. I used to I used to watch Pokemon. And the thing is, with autism, it's sort of it sort of affects how the brain is able to function, and it kind of hold on one second. That's better. Didn't get enough light in. So as I was saying, with autism also develops how someone would function in like a social group or something. I believe that shows like Sesame Street or Dora the Explorer or let's see, I think also the Muppets. Yeah, the Muppets. They can be able to teach people how to be able to be open to different groups, especially Arthur. I remember watching Arthur, and I absolutely loved it. It's definitely, and Arthur is definitely not a bad show either. After all, and plus, I think it's going on to its 16th season, I believe. That's pretty amazing. But still, but involving those type of shows, you should really try to be able to look out for what shows can be able to help give someone with autism, or even children in particular, or anything involving that group, the development they need to be able to understand what the real world is like. And stuff like that is just a building block to help people learn. And I know that entertainment's gotta be more involved with YouTube, and I would say, as far as YouTube is concerned, I definitely recommend watching my show, considering how I mostly educate people on autism and how I should tell them my experience about autism. So please check out my channel if you want to educate or entertain anyone. Even though I'm not that entertaining at all. And for those of you who are kind of and plus, I also recommend going to Mysterious Mr. Enter's channel. Although his channel is not should not be viewed by children. It's mostly for a more mature audience, considering how he does curse a little bit. He does show some adult cartoons, which has pretty much some gore in it, and some pretty strong language, and some controversial subject matter as well. But still, other than that, Mysterious Mr. Enter does bring a critical view of how entertainment should work. So definitely go check out his channel, and I also definitely recommend Animat, who is also another YouTuber who I'm a fan of. But I highly doubt that either Mysterious Mr. Enter or Animat know who I am. But if you do come by their channel, please tell them that Greg Miller sent you from Solving Autism's Puzzle. And by the way, I am going to leave Animat and Mysterious Mr. Enter's channels in the links in the description. And oh man, almost 15 minutes. So one last thing I want to say about entertainment and how autism's development, how people with autism can develop from that is that is is that is that high standards in entertainment for people with autism can lead to high standards in life. That's that's pretty much what I've been saying the entire time. But as long as you keep an eye out and an open mind for entertainment, I definitely believe that people with autism can be able to better themselves and equip themselves for the real world that is to come. I'm Greg Miller, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, it's me again, and welcome to another exciting episode of Solving Autism's Solving Autism's Puzzle. That's so hard for me to say. Okay, let's try that again. And what I believe people need to know about how to be able to treat people with autism. And something that I haven't really touched upon with involving autism is how to be able to expose someone with autism or a child with autism to entertainment that they should be entertainment that they should try to absorb, entertainment that they need to take in order to become better learners. Now, sorry about that. And okay, that was really awkward. Let's try. Hey guys, go to the link in the description to visit the Autism Society's website, and please leave a like and subscribe.
The clips used in this video has no copyright intentions whatsoever. All clips in this video belong to their intended owners. Each clip in this video are for entertainment and educational purposes only.